Hey guys, I'm Hannah Cox with Base Politics, and you're watching Copaganda. This week, we're going to watch police arrest a man in Arkansas for piercing his son's ear.
What are y'all doing?
Wait a second. Why are you in my house? Why are you in my house? Why are you in my house? Guys, I'm asking a question. Why are you in my house?
For what?
You're a body piercing, okay?
In your home. He was not unlocked.
Body art without a license.
Whoa. Guys, chill.
Body art without a license.
What is really going on here? You got him?
Yes, I got all of it.
Guys, you're in the cameras. This is ridiculous. Piercing his son's ear without a license. Takes 3 cops, 4 cops, coming into my house without permission. No permission. They busted in my front door. This is the boy right here. He got a pierced ear by his dad. These cops busted in my door. Busted in the front door.
I wanted my ears
Put
pierced.
cuffs on this boy for nothing.
Wow. So as you even hear there, while it's questionable, the kid wanted his ears pierced. So I wanted to fact check this when I saw it. Fortunately, I was able to find actual reporting on the incident because I thought surely something else happened besides the fact that this man pierced his own son's ear who wanted his ears pierced, and they have sent 4 cops to aggressively break down his front door, handcuff him, parade him through his neighborhood, and arrest him. But no, that's actually literally what happened. So according to reporting from KOAA, a local Arkansas paper, a father was arrested for piercing his son's ear. And that's according to authorities in Arkansas. They said police were alerted to the situation after the man's son showed up at school with one of his ears pierced. The child reportedly told classmates while his teacher was present that his father was drunk, put him in a chokehold, and pierced his ear. That is so Arkansas. The Taneytown Police Department said in a statement that officers conducted a welfare check on the boy at his father's home on April 20th. The man reportedly admitted to piercing his son's ear, but refused to let officers speak with the son. The statement says officers left the home and contacted the local prosecutor's office to determine how to proceed. And apparently we're told to go back and do this. They were advised that a person cannot perform body art on an individual under 16 years old, regardless of parental consent. It's also illegal in Arkansas for an individual to pierce someone's ear in an unlicensed facility. The police department stated that officers went back to the man's home to arrest him. A video posted online shows the man standing in his doorway, which we just witnessed, when 4 officers forcibly placed him under arrest and walked him through the neighborhood in handcuffs. In the video, the boy who apparently got his ears pierced could be heard saying that he wanted it done. The man was released on bond and is scheduled to appear in court in May. This makes my blood boil. I know I come for cops. I believe there are a lot of bad apples that do things that are unethical. But I also think what we see oftentimes are police having to enforce really, really stupid ideas, thanks to the Republicans and Democrats in their state legislatures and in Congress, who enact policies that literally can result with people being removed from their children, being taken to court, and with taxpayers having to spend who knows how much money prosecuting them when there is no victim, there is no crime. This is not the fault of these police officers. They're having to enforce a licensing issue because state lawmakers enacted that and because prosecutors decided that that's worth spending your resources on going after. I want to remind you that fewer than 60% of homicides are cleared each year in this country. Less than 6% of rapes go to prison. And yet we have the highest incarceration rate across the face of the planet. We spend about $45,700 per prisoner per year. And that's not counting all the money we spend prosecuting people, having trials, locking them up. That's not counting the loss of income in a society. That's not counting the cost of losing fathers and mothers from the home. This is a tremendous weight on our society. And when you really get down to it, we are prosecuting people for things like piercing their kids' ears without a license. Occupational licenses are a corrupt entity in and of themselves. They are now required for about 30% of all jobs in this country. That's right. for 30% of all jobs, you have to go ask the government for the privilege to work and then pay them for that privilege to work. And those kinds of things are put in place because industry insiders want to limit the number of people providing services. They want to block competition. They want to keep prices artificially high. They're very rarely anything to do with public health or safety. And that's corrupt in and of itself. That's an economic burden. But when you take these things to the extent of which they can be enforced, you see what can happen. You can actually have a father removed from his home, and now he's going to spend money on an attorney to go in and fight the whole system because he dared to pierce his kid's ear without first paying the government for the right to do that. That's absurd. That should make you angry. And you should recognize that the vast majority of the money we're spending on the criminal justice system and policing is going towards BS like this, not towards preventing or solving violent crime. That's it for this week, you guys. If you like the video, be sure to share, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. And until next week, stay based.